it's John from Action Services, and right now we're working a really unique project, which is really not so unique for a lot of residents in the city of Toronto. We've got a retaining wall behind me, which we're building, and behind this wall, we've got a tree. Customer contacted us because their existing retaining wall was falling apart, and this was really dangerous because the tree could have actually fallen down in a major intersection, which is close to elementary school. In order to do a project like this, we first had to obtain an arborist report to explain them the type of tree and the house of the tree, which we have on this property. Then we had to get architectural drawings for a retaining wall, and we have to get an engineer stamp showing that the retaining wall will be built safely and in accordance with Ontario building code. After this, we actually sent all the documentation to the city, and after this, in a few months, we got rejected. So after rejection, we had to go back. The entire process took us almost 2 years to get this retaining wall fully approved, and we had to explain to the city that the retaining wall is must-have. So city actually said that the permit got rejected because the tree will get hurt in case if we will be building a new wall. From what we said is, if we don't change the wall, the tree will definitely fall down, and it's definitely fall down on a major intersection, and it's definitely gonna hurt somebody, because you never know when those walls will actually come down. So after the entire process of almost 2 years, we were able to get a permit, we got it fully approved, and now we're in a process of construction. But this retaining wall is really similar to a lot of jobs in the city of Toronto, which has a difference of elevation. So right now I'll tell you step-by-step guide of what you need to do to ensure that your retaining wall is actually fully legal. So number one, any retaining wall requires a setback from the main city sidewalk of 18 inches. So you have to make sure there is a space in between the new wall, so you can either do a concrete or an interlocking pavement at the bottom to ensure that you have enough setback. Number two, all your retaining walls have to be built in accordance with the Ontario building code, so you need to make sure that the wall is actually built correctly. And number three is, if you do have any trees, you have to have an arborist report, and you have to show what's called TPZ, which is tree protection zone, which you can see behind me. So it's a specialized fence which goes around the tree so that the tree gets protected. So if you have a similar type of project and you need help with it, you know who to call.